Double trouble, dual Berettas, and 4 sets of utility for Liquid. What the hell have they got in mind? Someone is let off the cannon right now. G2 bomb holding back towards spawn. They're moving up middle. Free and easy, fast and speedy out long side, and they're going to be splitting towards B as well. There are 3 players here for Liquid, so they've already got their eyes on that CT spawn. Very awkward, or at least it's about to be. Naf, oh, that could be a big nade, dunking down, but Amanek falls on his face, and Stewie drawing them in as Fallen will not be checked, but Amanek jumping and catching the kill as Stewie tries to hold the bomb. He can only get 2. It's a nice try, but it's still G2 in control. With that smoke down, they've got a re-smoke as well, and the plant can be allowed. It's time to go through if you're a Liege. You don't really have the time to wait. They're going to give it a boost instead. Sending the Julies up over the USP, that's pretty crazy, but it works wonders. Now the retake's on.
Yeah, dual Berettas a Liege. Make me a believer. Make me believe in the way of the dualies. Oh, there's Amanek in with another. And the dual Berettas now, 1 tapped out of the round. Amanek finds all the kills to take that pistol for G2.
Wow. I mean, 2 of them probably mid-air as well on those first couple of kills coming up on the CT spawn. Let's take a look at that. Just hopping into Fallen here. And it doesn't get any easier for Liquid either. Dirty stuff for Amanek. G2, they've got to be feeling fired up as well. This series started so well for Liquid, right? Competitive all the way through to the bitter end, and it was bitter for G2 as Liquid blew them out on Dust. Right on that second half, but Vertigo, not quite as simple. Now G2, they're fired up. They're gunning for a win. They want to go to round 2. Who doesn't? Fury are waiting in the wings. And quite the test for G2 with Liquid in such great form right now. This little break that we were talking about, this little couple of weeks off, seems to have done good for G2. Playing up to stuff. One AK, and on Nico of all people, the right hand. Re-smoked, Liquid stalling the round out with utility. But maybe met by some nades instead, dodged by Naf. Only 2 smokes left in the round for Liquid, so you can't really win the round off of this alone. It's not old Counter-Strike. Remember I was about to say good old days, but remember the days where you could save a smoke, throw it in, out of spawn, and then buy another? No longer the case. Inferno was a nightmare. And it is for Nexa right now. Flashed on through, but the fake is good. It draws 4 players over for Liquid. They're going to rotate back. They're going to aggress as well, so G2 need to go.
Grimathy, they're calling for you. He tries to run down Amanek. Amanek might be blind, but he still gets the kill. Elysian Fallen coming in with a frag apiece. Wow. And oh no, the bomb's been dropped. 15 seconds for Amanek to get another ace, and it's not going to happen. The Force Spy finds success for Team Liquid. The Deagles deliver, the Scout gets 1 as well. They bring the heat right away.
Yeah, it's a very funny scoreboard for G2, right? 6 and then 0, 0, 0, 0. No one else but Amanek alive just yet, but we'll give them time, we'll give them room. Liquid won't though. That fast banana flank, right? They kill Nexa and they realize it's actually just a big old fakeroo, and they aggress on the fast mid flank, dropping the bomb while doing so. Liquid just, oh my goodness. Poor Liege. At the mercy of Nico's Deagle. Fallen. He dropped his gun to go for the AK, and oh, he didn't need a primary. Down to the pistol. Meanwhile, Nex is looking for this B pick. Stewie's giving him some yumps, but no smoke for Stewie, so he's got to be careful. These Deagles are just dirt right now for G2. Second kill on the second shot. Naf does respond. Keeps mid alive here for Liquid.
It's a series of taps, one after the other. And eventually that has to come to a close for Stewie 2K. He's about to get challenged by 3, waiting with this flash. He gets the info that there are players leaning in towards this B site, and so Naf starts to rotate round, starts to move in to join him. Flash through the smoke to try and set up Stewie. Doesn't blind anyone. They turn from it. Still, he's good for that first kill. And now the pistol's just looking to get swept aside. There was actually a collateral there. It dinked Naf down to 2. Stewie just took a bullet for Nafly. Now they're both tagged. Oh, Amanek. Oh, given a chance, given an opportunity, but Stewie keeps fighting right to the very end, and it does well by Team Liquid.
One more bullet for Amanek, and he has that round probably, Harry. He would have killed Stewie right there where he stood. I can't believe he hit a collat. Yeah, great stuff for Stewie as well. Solo for most of that round on the B-bomb site and doesn't let them in, despite not having the util to stop any kind of late B play. Just holds his own with the MP9. So the taps come to a close eventually at a cost. And now Glocks. The rattlesnake here for G2. Hissing and clicking all the way up middle.
Hunter.
Snakes, man, they eat chickens for breakfast.
I can't believe I've just seen that.
All part of a balanced diet.
Dude just kills an innocent creature in cold blood and then itches his chin like everything's fine in the world. Man. Humans really are the monsters. Stewie 2K. One of those gremlins in question. Pushed right down the bottom of Banana and hitting a good timing onto Nexa. It is just anti-eco, so it should be nice and clean. Should be a nice, tidy round. And we're all left at the end of it saying, man, that was nice. That was a nice, tidy little put to bed. Nice, easy, shouldn't be any deaths. And Naf trying to do good on that. Now, they've lost Stewie anyway. There's no recovering that. No Sage ult today. Naf locks down the Banana side and Liquid go 3-1 up. But now this is where things are about to really take a U-turn, right? Yep. The excitement level is going to step up once again because the investment's coming through for G2. They even have AWP money, but they decide they're not going to bother cashing that check just yet. Instead, running the rifles here. Fallen donning his AWP. Going to be unmatched by Nico on the other side.
Oh, the run boost is lovely. Stewie, will he take a peek with it? Fallen's right behind him. Stewie's going to swing, but no Banana control early. G2 knew that in this gun round, Liquid would have the utility. So it's best to leave that until later. A rain check on Banana. And Fallen posted with the AWP on top of the wall, looking away to dodge a flashbang that eventually should come through here for G2. He's trying to keep as much info as he can while still not get flashed out. Elish, meanwhile, has just wall-banged Hunter out of the apartment. Reasonable stuff. Fallen flash dodge. Second one will get him off, though, and he's got to go back. Oh, no, he's trapped, and Jax has got the kill. G2, they could escalate. They could elevate the pace into B. The smoke will not be respected today. Nap is going to come through theirs, but Jax is so good at this entry, doubling down into the round, and Stewie going to try and stop the plant, but that nade will not do it. Great damage, but Nexa was full health. And that might be the coolest save here for Liquid as G2 find their second.
Yeah, kind of sucks for Liquid that that's what happens there, right? Fallen attempting to play anti-flash. Well, he dodges the first one, but they were always throwing that little double setup, right? Just in case anyone was playing anti-flash there for that exact reason. Fallen, as a result of being blinded, was late to getting out of Banana, dies trying to leave. And then when the rotations come in, that smoke that Naf throws, if anything, kind of telegraphs to like G2 that, oh, they're worried. You know, like they've thrown a flimsy little smoke very, very quickly from CT. They pick up the pace. They're ready for that peek through the CT smoke. And Jax goes on to deliver that round to G2.
Yeah, Jax has looked like really, really good, despite the little break in pro play from him. Focused on these English lessons. No doubt that they wouldn't have brought him back unless he was ready for the job. And right now, he's certainly looking up for the task as well. Had some great games in Pro League. Fallen still has the AWP back in. V Nico as well, picked up. You take the free AWP, I mean, why wouldn't you? And again, the util down Banana denies Nico any space. He's got to respect it. No point getting battered and bruised before the round has begun. Fallen AWPing short side, took a peek mid, saw nothing. And G2, they really want this B side. They're still holding 3 players ramp side, waiting for this util to fade, but a resmoke down for Liquid, and the clock is restarted yet again. Even solo B once again for Stewie. This time at least he has a util for it. And ooh, deep smoke and a lovely grenade to follow. And it slows G2 down so they don't even go through it. Stewie holds on to this position for yet a few more seconds.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of just, you know, denying the banana control, keeping this solo B hold as, you know, in your face as possible. He's exerted a lot of pressure down banana for just one player here. And it's very much deterred G2 from looking at this banana side of the map, only leaving one man now to keep an eye on it. There's deep smokes going into CT, but Stewie's able to confirm, while this isn't looking like a B play, they still rotate NAF to be cautious. And it's that decision that could come back to hurt Team Liquid. Now the A plays in, Elige doubling down, and with Fallen holding the cross, it all falls into place for Team Liquid. 4 in the round from those 2 remaining A-site players. Grim with the opener as well. And Liquid are up and on to round number 4, now breaking the money of G2 nice and early on.
Yeah, Leech probably very happy. He's now playing a site that's going to get attacked by G2 in this game, right? Able to double down with Fallen covering. Fast fingers on Fallen. No surprise there. Nothing new. And so Liquid now forced to pause out at G2. First to 4 coming in early. And that's probably somewhat around the money as well, right? 2 players unable to buy for G2. Got to figure that one out. Obviously, if there's any team that can run SMGs, run those UMPs, MAC 10s, it would be G2. Not going to have a problem, but how do you want to use them? How do you go about it? Right now, problem is banana. G2 have been wanting to try and execute B, but they've already been denied that in every single case. Apart from that one round where they catch Fallen, Jax with a double entry. You can't repeat that easily. Fallen's back on A as well. G2, they just say, screw it. Forget the Molotovs, we'll go right through them. Jax will take the risky move of getting up banana. 4 rifles in the round for G2, with Amanek dropping guns over to buy himself a MAC 10. And with that molly, finally that's the signal to give it up, or at least so it should be. Stewie stays here with a flashbang from Naf, ready and waiting. Can't throw it too early. Naf's only got 1. Stewie needs to strike, and he needs to strike strong.
Oh, he goes ahead of the flashbang, lining up a double. And getting away with that is all Stewie 2K needed to do, living up to his name. Team Liquid with Fallen here as well. He catches that AWP. Sorry, catches Nico with the AWP, jumping across, just trying to bait a shot out, trying to play for the info. He's dug the hole even deeper. G2, are they still moving in with this? Tucked in at the back of the site is Naf. Hasn't peeked out yet. He's a little nasty surprise for when you try to take this B-bomb site. Fallen's even able to accompany this with a flashbang to set Naf up. Oh, he peeked too soon and got blinded. But that's fine. They still don't know about him. They still don't know about Naf. If anything, a flash might make them focus in on the ruins, not anticipating that dark peek. Naf getting away with a freebie leaves it all on Hunter, and Fallen has him trapped in here. As the round secured, Team Liquid up onto 5. And now the money really is broken for G2. There's no ifs and or buts around it.
Glock fans? Any Glock fans in the house? Make yourself known. Might have a couple of them in this round. And yeah, Liquid, great start to this map. Obviously, Vertigo was a little shaky for them. And you got to wonder how that would have gone without Hunter playing out of his mind like he did, right? It probably would have been Liquids if Hunter didn't have two of those massive rounds, 2 or 3 of them. It's big clutches out of nowhere. Elige fighting mid, no fear now. Finally into the fray. Next, looking for Deegs. We know they can do G2 well. They have done so already, but trapped between a rock and a hard place, a Molotov and Stewie. And he'll get shut down. Fallen with the AWP. Nico does dodge the shot. deals some damage out. And now G2 popping into this A side. The long play works. Falling off the balcony is Grim. He's going to drop pit side, and they're coming from both positions. He's going to catch the first. Nico trades, going for the gun now as the bomb plant is allowed. This is a very awkward round for Liquid that should never have got to this point.
Yeah, this was meant to be nice and easy. You know, they ran over the Force by round like it was nothing, but the Deagles have caused them big problems. Nico with the 1 AK that's been retrieved in this round, down in the pit, playing for the late game. Moving in through the short side, Liquid all grouped up, all going together. They spot on the other side of that smoke. Someone's homed in. Now Nico flashed off the angle, might still get the kill blind, and he does. Oh, Jax's Glock has rung out with a kill as well. And for Naf, it might just be the save game. He's getting out of there. G2 have snuck this round away with nothing more than a couple of Deagles by their side.
They all die, but they don't care. They're laughing all the way to the bank. Not the round that G2 probably expected there. But when your players are only getting 1 for 1, and even then, optimistic for some. Retake's going to get cut out. It can be so hard on Inferno. That's the evidence for it, right? Even though an even retake for Liquid with the weaponry advantage, G2 managed to pick it up. Favors him so much when the bomb gets planted. And now it's Liquid's time to pause. Now it's them to figure it out. Do not let that happen again. Hunter's 0-7, by the way. Couldn't tell. G2's still competitive, so just wait till he warms up and things can get quite hot indeed for Liquid.
Yeah, you gotta hope that hasn't made Liquid feel too shaken up. You know, that's a round they know they shouldn't have given away. And they're the rounds you never feel good about. Especially within the context of how close every one of these maps have been. Fallen is trying an aggro peak, and after getting hit by all that utility and being slowed down as a result, he still tries to commit to it, and that proves to be his undoing. The AWP removed early on. And so once again, Liquid starting around a man down. Now they're really feeling the pressure. Oh, extended
Jax.
even further. These B entries out of Jax have just been unreal. And even when you deal with him, there's so many more where that came from. This is a G2 round all day long.
Hunter's hunting. He's looking for exits. He's stopping saves. They haven't even planted. And oh my goodness, they will not be ready for the Apps lurk seconds after the bomb goes down. Hunter. Creeping, crawling, hoping, praying. Most importantly, hunting, and they are not even looking at it. Elige is tucked safe, but Grim in the pit, well, that's no surprise. Seen him there before. Elige turns on a dime, and he does deal with him. Big kill from Elige. That's the warning, though. Many more are coming. Amanek with a Molotov as well to try and force a player out. They've now spotted both players and dealt with the first. Ooh, pick your poison. The molly goes in deep. Grim's now burning, and he's got to smoke it if he wants to stay alive. Even then, Amanek is getting awfully close in your face. It's still going to be the round for G2, regardless of how that hunt goes. But Liquid would have loved to get away with a couple of guns there to maybe give them a chance to invest. I mean, even then, with 2 weapons, they could have only got 3 rifles, so wasn't going to happen. Even having the option is sometimes nice, and now they're just relying on Grim to get something done in this round. And well, you know, when G2 know it's Grim with a gun, you can expect him to be in pit. So we'll see if you know, G2 adjusts their round off of that information. Grim's actually gone B to try and avoid that exact read, and he's going to go right into the action and open things up. Good start, bounce out as well. They won't grab the gun, but considering, you know, I imagine G2 were going B to avoid that weapon, well, they run right into it.
Yeah, now they get the kill in A, and G2, I think, are hoping, you know, that's going to spur a rotation out of this rifle. It's very, very common, like these hero guns, to see them being mobile, right, and always trying to keep you guessing. Well, Liquid haven't done that. They've actually just set up Grim like some kind of sentry turret at the back of the site by putting him up on this boost. He's flashed off the angle, and while he is good for one, Amanek trades it out. The USPs, the only things left now for Liquid. The AK did all it could.
Yeah, fair enough with that 1 bullet. But you say to yourself, this is not happening. Clean as can be in the post plant. 2 for Nico. Fallen, there were guns. He could grab it and run, but oh no, it's been traded. It's a Mac 10. Nope. Denied. Smoke. Fallen's the scavenger right now. Looking for Easter eggs in the garden.
Did you ever do that, Hugo? You seem like an Easter egg hunt kind of guy.
I took them all, man.
Yeah?
All mine.
That's pretty cool. Never did Easter egg hunts. Oh, Fallen. Has the AK been blowing his way?
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, there it is. He gets it. And makes money as well with those Mac 10 exits, right? You'll actually take that all day long if you're Fallen.
Great eco for Liquid.
Yeah, he could have even come in with a with an AWP here. He decides to... Oh, no, he doesn't decide to get it. He does get the AWP, but it's dropped over.
He dropped the AK to buy the AWP, you know? Can you read?
Wait, did he already have armor? I thought he bought that. Yeah, he only spent 5 grand. He got dropped the AWP.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant he dropped the AWP over. My bad.
Hugo.
I feel you. I feel you, man.
Tearing my words apart.
He dropped a gun. He dropped a gun.
Look at this. Up into the apartments, G2. Trying to keep it very, very speedy in this round, perhaps with the abs drop. In they go. They're past Grim, kind of. And now down into the pit alongside them. Grim's going to join them in this fight. The bomb's dropped out on the balcony in a very weird spot, and now it's down in the pit with Grim. Oh no, it's gone from bad to worse. Next to Nico, left in a 2-on-4. The apps play has been denied.
Yeah, it's gone down well for Liquid right there. The speed of G2, not allowed, fully accounted for. Grim, don't know how he's still standing. The molly tries to make him not, but with the bomb at his feet, he just moves out of the flames. G2 giving it a go. It's all they can really do in this round, pushing up in tandem with one another. Naf is flanking middle. He's right behind. He's not in a rush, though, as you know, G2 aren't either. So Liquid don't want to get caught on a flank. Even though it's not like G2 can kill Naf and go back to B, they've still got to get this bomb. Naf doesn't want to give them a way in, a means to an end. So Nico looking for the kill first up. Does a pre-aim Fallen, can't hit the shot. Next following up, and there's too many targets to choose from. 3 alive for Liquid, and they come out with 6. Stewie doesn't even take the Krieg over the FAMAS. That's crazy. Elige probably would have taken that. But either way, was looking for more, and instead got less. Nonetheless, it's a round for Liquid, and yeah, I don't know how Grim gets avoided here. He just gets dropped on, causes a pit player, I think it was Elige, to die. But Grim trades it pretty well, and even though Nico pre-aimed this angle perfectly, Fallen's very fast. Nothing new there.
Yeah, so kind of like cobbled together force buy here for G2 to keep that pressure applied. They know they got Liquid in like this sweet spot where no money's been built up yet, and so anything they take away is super valuable to this G2 offensive. An early 4-man stack for Liquid towards the A bomb site. You'll note that Naf has peeled away from B, leaving it to Stewie. Fallen through the smoke, in with the opener. And once again, another attempt at an apps play, but this time with more of a focus on short. Still, Grim is the undoing of it. 3 in the spray, and looking for magic number 4. There it is. Grim from the balcony is their worst nightmare. Liquid up onto 7, and it's another big A-hold coming in to get them there.
He's Grim visible right now. They can't see him, Harry. How does Hunter not realize he's looking at him in the smoke? It fades, and Grim's calling for a flash that never is even needed, as he just obliterates Hunter, drops in, kills everyone.
See, Grim visible should be his like Kim Possible cartoon spin-off,
that's
right? Yeah. Grim visible. That's brilliant.
Yeah. You want to be Ron? He was the ginger, but I mean, you could be the bald ginger.
I'll be the little bald mole rat thing.
Oh, yeah, that's
me.
Yeah, no, that works.
Hi, I'm a rat. / mole.
Any mole men? Make yourself known. Security will be removing you.
I had to read that in GCSE English of moles and men.
Impossible. Oh, no,
yeah.
Well, Liquid is just telling G2 to stare at the rabbits. Think about those rabbits, Lenny.
Think of the, what was it, alfalfa or whatever? Look out there. Oh.
Man, that's a throwback.
Look at this. Just picture the farm, G2. It's all gonna be okay. It's all fine.
Gun to the back of the head.
Keep looking. Oh, look at this. Oh, Nico gonna take a little peek out through short with the Deagle and runs into Elige. It's a slow round out of G2. They're hoping, right, that like by taking it slow, you at least waste utility out of G2. Out of Team Liquid, rather. So you force a lot of reinvestment. They lose the bomb. With it, really any hope of getting this bomb plant. But they did find a kill. They did waste utility out of Liquid, so they force a little bit of reinvestment here heading into round 14.
Yeah, we've seen some B rounds out of G2, but in the last few, they've actually lent away from it, and Liquid have had really nice flank timings, right? Stewie pushes down there. Naf flanked in that one round where the bomb was dropped in pit by Grim. And yeah, Liquid have been really good at not overextending on the flanks and like giving G2 ways back into the round, but still closing rounds off of B pushes. So that's like a really good balance. That's when you know your CT side is going well. You're feeling the game. You know exactly what G2 are doing. And now you're starting to throw caution to the wind. Spanners in the works. And Elige right down middle. Pushed into position. And there's a gap in the smoke. Nexa finds him. My, oh my, that is not what Elige wanted. The smoke bloomed on the molly and not to his favor. Hunter's got a gap as well. Grim. Don't want to feed him, but he won't. Backing out before the fade. Meanwhile, B execute in mind here for Liquid. With Fallen getting more and more info. If he peeks any wider, he might even make that call to Grim to rotate because mid is completely clear. Or they're going to go back. And that should keep Grim here for a moment more. And that moment more is all G2 need to get Hunter in position and set up this execute. Stewie and Naf, the final smoke going down. Stalling another 15. They boost up Naf. And how do they want to play this? Stewie wrapping back towards a spawn side, playing from coffins. Motor Smoke, I think, misses there. So not what you want if you're G2, not by any means. Is that let's Fallen pick either side to play on. Stewie's lining up a flash for Naf. Oh, Fallen's missed the timing. And Hunter, no way he creeps behind long. Fallen turns on a dime, but he misses a shot. And Hunter's got his road to recovery into the CT spawn.
Yeah, pressure's now on for the B site players, right? They've got to contest with this man that's lost in the back. Right now, they're focusing on the front, though, and that might be the right call to make. 20 seconds. Hunter's still all the way over here at A while the B play's coming in. Hunter is cutting down these rotating players, but you still need to get this bomb down, and Stewie denies it in the B bomb site. Oh, the flashbacks are in. Stewie taking it all away. 9 up on the board for Liquid, and there's just not enough time in the world to get past Stewie 2K.
Oh, how does he do it, man? It's like you know, in the back of his mind at all times. Like, I've been here, I've done that, and now he's got the T-shirt as well. Wearing G2's skin, man. Up to 9 rounds. And yeah, even though Hunter's not rushing that CT flank, it's exactly what Naf is expecting. He drops off the boost. Liquid are waiting for the flank. It's not a problem. Naf still gets one before he falls off. And that's G2's money broken. This half was so good for them. They were up in control of it. Now they can barely hold on to their money. Pennies pilfered by Liquid. Pickpockets. Oh, G2. Around the world. From banana to ramp to apps. And 3 players battered and bruised while they do it. Liquid leaning B right now. Elige's here. Lining up a flashbang if things are going to get dicey. The low players grouped up. What could go wrong, hey? Not a nade, not a spray. HE's on Grim in pit, so I get a little concerned. But he is under the balcony, so he's in a very safe position, waiting for them to commit. And even so, Grim can once again get this multi-kill from this position. Actually, he's on top of the balcony, excuse me. Smoke's fading, and here comes G2 for the last round of the half.
Can Grimothy do it to them again? His performance in apps has been something to behold, but this time... Grim with the turn! Takes them all out of the apartments, and that's it. Apps is closed, it's done. Grim has cancelled out the half. Oh man, Liquid up on a 10, and G2, they've got to play catch-up.
slow anymore. I might just break without you. Can't stop thinking about.
Hey Future Pros! Today I'll be showing you a sick smoke to block off Banana on Inferno from the A side. This smoke is incredibly precise, so if you want to use it, you will have to practice it a lot. To throw the smoke, get into this corner at the haystack. That's the easy part. Now onto the hard part, the actual lineup. For this explanation, we will use enhanced footage. If you look closely, you'll be able to see these two lines. Now let's pretend this is a box. You will position your crosshair along the top of this imaginary line and ever so slightly to the right. If you're on the correct pixel, then congratulations! You will be gifted with a smoke that lands at the base of Banana. If you mess it up, don't worry, just tell your team you were going for a T-stairs smoke and it should all be good. Good luck with this one.
You know what? I'm so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide in with the rhymes that make the dimes. I'll close their eyes and fantasize. I'm divine, calling their phone number. Yeah. No, you know I love it. What's up, babe? And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young, black, successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
The morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move. 3, 2, bringing summer to you.
Oh, ready, let's go. 'Cause you know how we roll. Let's take it down the world and back again. Ready, let's go. 'Cause you know like I know. Take it round and round again.
Liquid sipping that sweet, sweet H2O, the nectar of life, and they're loving it right now. 10-5 at the half, looking for the 2-1, looking for round 2 here at the playoffs at ESL Pro League. G2, can they stop them? Can they stand in their way? Can they feasibly pull a 10-5 comeback? Only time will tell. Hunter, he was an absolute piece of the puzzle, the largest one. Back on the previous map, right now sitting silent, 3 kills, 14 deaths. Not what you want, not what you need. And we need a hero here for G2.
Yeah, it's sad as well, man. He's so often been a very reliable player for G2, right? Very, very rarely are we having a look at Hunter and wonder where he's gone. But at the most important time, he's been extremely quiet. But there's still time to turn it around. Not much of it left. G2 needing this pistol round to propel themselves back into the game. Liquid very, very measured right now, knowing that the pressure is on their opponent. They start to group up over here at Banana. These early fights could decide so damn much. The flash might be good. Nico, even though he's blind, is not going to give up B. Not today, and not ever by the looks of things. He's gone aggressive. He's peeking out into the open. Hunter's wrapped through the back while all this is going on. Nico trying to give us a happy clip there, tapping away through the smoke, but nothing seemingly connecting. Now boosted up and over.
What?
Now on for the ace. It's stolen away by Hunter, but still, Kovac family take him all to the grave with him in that round there.
Wow, that first kill as well, fully blind. Just taps, just gets it. Exactly where he was aiming, and flash back in for many, many more. Even boosted, man. They're setting him up. They want Nico to get himself back in, because right now it is pretty quiet, right? Like, look at that scoreboard for G2. It's really only Jackson Amanek doing anything. Obviously, prior to that round, Nico's now up there with 9. And G2, wow, every comeback starts with a pistol. So let's see what they can do. Liquid want to get guns in ASAP. Liquid have lost a lot of pistols in this series, and they've often just forced bought regardless, right? You know, obviously bomb plants get you to buy on T sides. You don't always buy second round without the plant. So this does make a lot of sense, but the fact they're giving it away, they just want their guns in ASAP. They just want to be armed. Hunter, oh my, an arm and a leg, and maybe a head. He's got 4 finished off by Nexa down in B, but yeah, okay. Nico with 4 in the pistol, Hunter with 4 in the follow-up. They're back, baby.
Hold your horses there, Hugo. Let's wait and see, because we've got this reinvestment now for Team Liquid. Featuring a couple of Galils. That's so they can make sure they've got all this utility behind this first rifle round. And you know that G2 are likely attempting a bonus here, right? Just keeping the SMGs forward. So if there ever was a time to have a buy like this, it's now. Taking Banana away early on, and no utility lob down here for G2. They're very reserved with how much they're using at B early.
Wow.
Cool idea on that molly, right? You hear the Molotov pop, that's the idea, and then you think, oh, well, there's no way they've gone creeping up, right? They're not playing ahead of it, surely. It's similar to like the nuke Molotov, right? That you can throw at hut to give the illusion that it's Molotov. And then they do aggress on the back of it, and that gets them 2 kills. Liquid just weren't ready for that double stack in the apartments.
Yeah, it's a really cool idea, actually. Like, you sometimes see it on CTs on Dust too. They'll go to B as a CT and they'll throw a molly in car. And to a T, it sounds like the molly's in tunnels. And then you just rush tunnels and you get in the face. So, yeah, kind of a similar idea, like you said. All right, desperate times, desperate measures. What have Liquid got in this 3-on-5? Because baited in by Hunter and swung by Amanek should be the solution. Even Grim looks away now, and he's held this so long. Amanek waiting and waiting and finally striking with a kill. Grim traps him with a Molotov. Oh, they're going to bail him out with a flashbang, and Grim has to look away. Could have done nothing else. Fallen has fallen, and now Grim are 1-on-5. This is a beautiful round out of G2 right now, out of nowhere, even pushing the perimeter, coming in from the flank, and Amanek just there to close. Bonus round for G2, and they upgrade their guns to AKs as well. And no longer is this a dominant one-sided affair. This is Liquid broken, and G2 building a huge amount of money and momentum. Half the team player drops Stewie and an AK in this round, so pressure's on.
Oh, yeah. Stewie. Well, get flashed there by the B player. That allows Nexa to creep up with his MP9. Now, G2 likely aren't ready for this AK, so the longer they don't know about it, the more that works to Liquid's advantage. Thus far, they've heard some pistols firing. They've heard the deagles. They're not that worried about any of these weapons yet. Stewie, still the unknown factor, still the man that could open this round up, and there he is with the first. The flash was meant to get him the second, and now the B site's looking tempting. There's weapons to be retrieved, there's guns to be found, but waiting back in CT is Amanek, who pounces a little too soon. They get across, they get into the site, a 4-on-3 in the post plant. They come into this with next to nothing outside of the hero AK on Stewie, and now they've got themselves a chance.
So armed as well. Where's this molly going to go? Back towards a new box. There's low players, no armor either. Grim's forced out. Naf wants to get aggressive. He wants to catch them setting up in the coffins, and he might do so coming through spawn. 2 players pushing on the ruin side. Grim taking a straight up fight, and no fear from him. Naf follows up to Jax through the smoke, and that's going to have to be the save. I mean, Amanek's not getting out of here alive. He's fighting to the bitter, brutal end, and he's at least got 2, but winning the round is out of the window at this point. Team Liquid, they've done it with pistols, they've done it with the Eco, they've done it with the Hero AK on Stewie 2K. And Amanek will not live to tell the tale either. Neither will Naf and Stewie. Oh, we needed someone to do something, and that was that. That was everything.
And I love it. Like, these are the these are the things that we used to not get out of Stewie when he was in that IGL position, right? You wouldn't really get to see him have, like, you know, if he's throwing a hero AK in a round, it felt like,
up, yeah.
yeah, exactly, right? He was trying to provide that to the rest of the gang. But now we have this, like, this little powerhouse back in the server. You love it. They give him the hero AK. He's good for the opener, set up by his teammates' flashes as well.
Yeah.
And it all falls into place. Now, G2 are not exactly strapped for cash. They've come in with a full buy here, even putting an AWP in the hands of Amanek, interestingly enough. Taking it over Nico. That's all fine and dandy, though.
Yeah, again, could be position-based, right? Nico doesn't want to peek down Bernardo in the first gun round. Or the second, rather, but yeah. Having Amanek on long and Nico back towards B with Nexa. Yeah, you know, reason plays like Hero AK is great on a map like Inferno is we already saw it on, like, you know, the CT side. The first half was, you know, you lose a bomb site, a bomb goes down, and you can just win that round straight up from having the bomb in your favor. We saw G2 win a Nico off of some Deegs. They got in the pit. Nico grabbed an AK, they planted, and then they just win because even though Liquid had a 3-on-3 retake with the, you know, I guess weaponry and utility advantage plus kit, it's just so hard to get back into these bomb sites when positions have been established. And that's why, you know, players like Amanek are charging through the smoke and trying to play aggressive. In this round, though, talking to playing aggressive, the flank is on. Liquid are boxed in. They don't know it yet. Elite turns, and that's a kill for Jax. He won't commit. He holds off for a second, makes Liquid go first and go fast. Stewie picked up by the AWP. Back they turn. Betrays are good. Nico still containing this in the palm of his hand, and it's going to be G2 picking it back up. So Liquid may have won their force buy, they may have won their one rifle round, but G2 come back in with a vengeance, and this game is, again, close as it can be.
And one thing that has to be said is that for G2, one of the reasons why this has always been so close, you know, like why we've seen them keep this alive, is their pistol round ability has been great. And Liquid, they haven't won one yet. It's actually 6 for 6 for G2 in those pistol rounds in this series. And, you know, winning the one at the beginning of this half, you know, in what is potentially the last half played in this series, that's the biggest one yet. That gives them this fighting chance. We've got another hero AK.
Oh dear.
This time it's Nafly getting to don the hero gun, and it's only good for one. The flash is beautiful for Jax, but he's only in with a double. The A site's still hanging in the balance, and Fallen will get by. Will be given a chance at the 1v3. Gets the bomb planted. But will his journey continue, or is it ending here at this long peak? There it is. Amanek might have gotten dinked, but is still there to win out the fight.
Yeah, he's the hero as well. Not just those 2 kills and staying alive, but he drops that flash as Liquid are running up off the back of their opener, right? Naf gets a kill, and they just W in towards A. Amanek sets everyone blind on short, and this is how Jax is able to get so much done. You see him turn and then go back in, and even when they're bait peeking Amanek at the default box, he doesn't fall for it. He's so fast. And now we're seeing why he's been taking this AWP as well, you know, over Nico at times. Like, he can do it as well. And that's the beauty of G2. That's the depth that they are now able to show. So, Amanek, strong stuff. And back for more. Longside AWPing yet again. Both teams smoked out of the banana, right? No one given anything. So G2 respect it and rotate round. They put Nico in that A site. Solo B here. It's a risky setup when you're giving away banana like this, but...
Elige normally likes spamming the apartments. He's normally pretty keen to do this.
They got a kill in the first half, didn't they?
Yeah.
Jax is on a spot you can't wallbang though, so away from the window in safekeeping.
I just always get nervous.
Yeah. He did kill. He did get a kill.
Yeah, doing exactly that to Hunter.
Yeah. So scary stuff.
The flash might be good. Amanek is better, apparently. Despite being blind, has dealt with Fallen. The A play kind of grinding to a very awkward halt here. The bomb dropped in top middle. A minute left on the clock for Liquid, but they just go in one at a time into top mid. They lose the bomb. And 11 rounds about to appear on this board, tying the game up. Yes, let's Naf and Stewie do the impossible. We got to give them credit. Maybe they can. It's just not looking great. Not with this triple setup in top mid.
Oh, the molly's good, but Naf swings out and dies to Jax, and it's not a kill Stewie can trade. He's trying to kill Nico. That he has done. Fake flash, and he gets in with one, but traded by Hunter. Dear, oh dear. G2, this is incredible from them. The resilience to remain in this game. Remember that scoreboard coming into this half. Nex is the only player who hasn't recovered. We have 4 guys, oh well, mainly 3 guys for G2, who were just silent. It was Nico, Nexa, Hunter. And they just had 3, 4, 5 kills between them. Nico has had one hell of a recovery since that 4K pistol round, and Hunter has been piecing together picks left and right. Now Liquid are getting worried. Got to try not to get in your head. Fallen, Hero AK, almost worked out last time around, but they're 1 for 1 on it. This is a BO3 after all, so let's see the third time. 1 rifle, 4 pistols for Liquid. They've got a little bit more behind it at least, right? So if Fallen gets tagged by grenades, he can throw it over.
They're saying to Fallen, like, all right, mate, look, you've had those nice couple of tippy rounds.
Yep.
Give us another one of them, but this time in the openers. And so he's dispatched up towards Banana. Fallen getting stuck in. Hunter is also on a fast push of his own, and the AK is lost without getting too much done. A bit of damage, that's the extent of it. This round looking to get brushed aside nice and cleanly by G2. You're seeing a return to confidence. A return to this series in a big way. 1 away from taking the lead, 2 kills away from taking the lead, and even throwing in mid-aggression at this point in the game.
Yeah, Liquid have often let these games get very scary, but they've been great at closing them, even though they get uncomfortable. This one does not feel as free as can be. This one does not feel like Liquid are holding the lead anymore. And the score about to say the same. 12, looking for it. 2 players into B for Liquid. Jumping in is Grim. Bomb dropped. Very passive. G2 not giving away anything. They smoked the molly. Naf knows there's a player there, and he does take down Nico. Now just trying to find that smoke criminal of Nexa, tucked in behind the boxes, swinging out, and it's Amanek to steal. No complaints from Nexa. He's absolutely fine with that one. 12 to 11, and G2 in the lead for the first time since just 5-6 rounds into the first half. It's been all coming up Liquid, and now G2, they are in the fray.
Yeah, it was a 10-5 half to Liquid. If Liquid had won their first pistol in the series there and then, this could have been them just like running to the finish line. G2 never even building back into it. That's why winning that pistol was so important. It laid the foundations for this recovery to even take place. And now G2 are in pole position. The pressure is back on Liquid's shoulders. Are they going to crumble underneath this this incredible weight?
And the one thing that Liquid can go, all right, this worked, we can rely on this, was that 1 AK round on Stewie where he got a double B opener. Ever since that round, G2 have played extremely passive B setups and not given banana picks over. They have been playing retake utility like here, right? Like getting the mollies back in, sometimes pushing up. Nico played car last round versus the 4 pistols and AK. But by and large, G2 have been fairly safe. So it's not like Liquid have been giving those kills back in. And not today either. Stewie denied. He falls off as Nico peeks him. Worst timing possible. And Nico's cleared it out. So you see Nexa rotate out of the bomb site. Amanex here with the AWP instead. He also has a flashbang. So Nico can re-aggress off of that. Or it may even ask for a boost. Well, he could have probably hopped up there instead. Even so, 40 seconds. Liquid grouping B. Not a lot of utility. They've got enough for, a pump and dump into this B bomb site. But Amanex here to deny. First kill from him. Nico backs up safe. And Liquid have to go, or this one is done in the dirt.
Yeah, in they move, but still waiting at the back of this site is Nico. Nex is firing off shots through the CT smoke as well. They need to flush out Nico, and they just can't seem to get him. Finally, the kills are in, and it falls to Fallen in the 1v3. Okay. This guy's delivered us a lot of clutches, a lot of big moments, some even in this same bomb site. But Fallen, surely this is one bridge too far. One step too many, back towards Banana, but he's just missed the timing on the hunt across. There he is, locking it in and living to tell the tale. Now getting across to Banana. No. The bomb is planted for Fallen. The smoke gets him off the angle, and Jax is going to remove him through it. So the danger is averted, and G2 get up onto 13.
Everyone gets a little bit scared there. Everyone gets a little bit nervous. Even G2 probably don't want to let Fallen back into that one. Fallen feeling it, but it won't make a damn difference with Nico hitting headshots like this. Great Bianca work from him as well. He just stalls it out so long. And swapping the AWP over was the right call as well, right? Like having Amanek here as well, who is also having the strongest performance in the server for this map. Makes all the difference there for G2. You get the early warning sign, right? The smoke doesn't come down. Liquid try and fight CT because they know the setup of B is Nico Nexa. Boom, suddenly it's not. Suddenly it's an AWP. And Liquid just can't catch a break. They can't figure it out. Elite going stone cold, 8 kills. Is there any hope for Liquid, or is this all G2 all the way through? They built this team for finals. They built this team for championships. Right now, they're gunning for first.
Oh, that is a meaty nade from top mid. Amanek even throwing up boosted with the AWP, holding on to the mid cross. That's going to be nasty to deal with if it ever comes down to it. Liquid just playing a kind of standard default here, right? They get the control towards A, they take some of the apartments away. They also get this banana control. So now their options are kind of open to them here. Right, you've got banana, so you can always go back to B if you don't like what you see in A. They try to take a peek in the top middle. Amanek's got to run. No choice in the matter, but he does still have Jax holding for the push. G2 are clearly worried about this B bomb site, keeping 3 players stacked here in spite of Nico facing at the top of banana. Liquid aren't going B. They pull Grim off of that side of the map, and now they no longer have this banana control. So this kind of leaves them on a one-way track into A. G2 still with only 2 players here, and now relying on these 2 individuals to keep this round alive. Amanek looking to be the first point of contact. His attention drawn away from short, and while that happens, Elige bursts the doors down and opens up the A bomb site.
Yeah, that's more like it from Elige. Finally back in with a huge round, and due to that triple B setup that you're talking about, there's nothing G2 can do but cower away and give some respect over. Put it on their name. 12 found for Liquid, and the save is called. Good to see Elige get around like that right out of nowhere. Double entry, clears both players. Barely a reaction from Jax on top of the box, or on top of the railing as well. And so Liquid have just saved their tournament life right here, right now. Could have gone down with a whimper, could have been a quiet T-side with nothing to be proud of. Instead, now they are fighting tooth and nail for the finale. And 4 alive as well. So money is good for the time being. G2, same situation, same case. And I wonder if we get the AWP back in for Amanek as well. He's really showed up with it as well.
Well, this is what we say about like G2 feeling like they found more identity with this AWP, right? I think early on, it is like your reaction to just say, well, Nico, like, feel it out, right? Like, have the AWP as much as you think you need to, you know, because he's not someone who's like been AWPing in this team before. So it's a whole new responsibility, and it takes you a little while to find out, like, well, where's he comfortable? You know, where's he uncomfortable? Are there positions where it might make more sense to have Amanek donning that AWP? And it feels like with this time away, we've seen the identity of Nico's AWPing in this team develop. And yeah, he's not going to be AWPing all the time. In fact, a lot of the time, he's going to take a rifle over the AWP, or maybe a Krieg, right? If he is being outmatched by an AWP on the other side. And that's where having Amanek as this second hand in this 1-2 punch is so lethal. You still have a very prominent AWP player. You have someone who's gotten more use to AWPing on select positions and maps. And so it is looking a lot more put together. We get that AWP back in Amanek's hands. I wouldn't have it any other way. This game really does have some legs on it. Who knows, maybe we even get an overtime out of this 3rd map, Inferno.
Oh, he's called it now. Oh, the dink. Elige takes down Jax after receiving a bullet to the face. At least the AWP will finish the job. The double app setup, which does leave Jax committed, right? He was indebted, he was dedicated. There's nothing he could have done. That's a captain going down with his ship. But at least the passengers survived, and Nico trying to stand tall at the top of B. Mollied off, can't escape, but they're not going to punish him for this. They've been mollied as well, so they back up on out. Nico waiting for a flashbang, waiting for a time to strike, but there's no utility left on this B bomb site to smoke and a nade instead. And now the grenades are gone for G2. Now it's all on A, and there's only Amanek here. The rotator's scrambling to run round, and Amanek with a missed shot gets tagged through the wall. It's not what he wanted. His aim sent flying, and Nico sent dying, pushing through the smoke. Will that cause Liquid to bail? They're committed. They can't go back, and the bomb has been dropped to the back of the pack. Amanek now throwing this round into disarray. Sui needs to go back for it, but they're going to double face. Hunter's dropped him, and this has gone from bad to worse. He had a window, he had a timing, he could have got it, but Sui didn't know. And now, what do you even do if you're Liquid? G2 aren't giving you the kill on the site. They're still fighting for the bomb. Naf burns out Nexa, but he's got a 1-on-2 and 20 seconds to do it.
Oh, gets the AWP off the angle, but doesn't commit to getting the bomb. Going back, oh, trying to flush out Hunter, and now it's down to the 1v1. Naf, he's been given a window to get the bomb. Oh, 10 seconds.
Go.
He needs to get it planted, and that is his only option here. He makes it across into the site. He gets the bomb down, and I think he's just got enough time. So now the 1v1, and Naf swinging in, trying to end it right now. The nade to follow keeps Amanek away and keeps the 1v1 alive. Oh, it's chaotic. Naf back for another fight, and it's one fight too many as Amanek's locked it in. The defuse to follow, and G2 up onto 14, just as we're highlighting Amanek as this guy who's looking more and more comfortable on the AWP. Well, the only defender in A, he had to step up, and step up he shall.
That was absolute pandemonium, start to finish. What an attempt from Naf, right? Getting the kills on the site, prolonging the pickup of the bomb to make it a 1-on-1, and he even catches Amanek swapping guns out on long. I don't even know what happened there, right? Amanek is trading weapons. He's trying to get over to an AK. Naf could have finished the job right there, right then. And he doesn't. He goes back to the site. He's trying to play it safe. And it's going to cost them 14-12. Liquid still have money, but that is a killer round to lose. Amanek doing the Lord's work. 4 on B as well. G2 going hard. Liquid aren't exactly B rushing, and so that rotate will be called nice and early. Players who threw grenades down Banana are the first to leave the bomb site, leaving Nexa and Nico with a full belt of utility. They can re-smoke, they can re-molly. Sui needs to be careful. He can see the double molly come down. He's holding a smoke, primed and ready. Double nade on the logs. Oh no, he swaps off. No, that is the worst case scenario. You think it's not going to spread, but that thing never stops. It comes for you when you least expect it. And burnt out, he couldn't swap back in time.
That's so sad. That's so sad. Stewie out of the round. Luckily enough, Fallen was there to do right by his old mate Stu and get the trade, taking the Banana control and leaving a 4-on-4 open. Still, at the cost of a player who never needed to die. You're not going to be happy with it if you're Liquid. You need to do something with this. They leave Banana entirely. They all group up back here in middle, and once more, they look to contest this A bomb site.
Jackson Hunter, it's a bit of a crossfire. Naf, this round's on him. If he goes early, he's going to uproot this entire thing. Hunter's looking at the short side for good reason. And there's the lineup. Oh my, Fallen wallbangs Hunter out. Naf has now been given room to move, and the AWP can't catch Jax getting out of dodge. The site lost though, 3-on-3. It's a round you consider to retake, but not one that you wish you were in. G2, this is a very difficult predicament. Fallen's got 2 kills to his name. AWP back in the post plant. A re-smoke down at the long side, and G2 working out whether it's worthwhile.
Yeah, you're faced with this decision, which essentially says, do we take the 3-on-3 as an even odds fight, risking it all in the process, or do we just go save? They look like they want to go for it. This is ballsy. This could decide so much. They lose Jax. Is that enough for them to reconsider now? Because still in the site fighting is Nexa, but there's no time for a defuse anymore. He's just here to take some scalps to the grave with him, and take him down he shall. Nexa gets all the kills, not the round, but still so much damage done to Liquid at a key point in the game. It also, though, man, it's such a double-edged sword even attempting that, right? You're in that 3-on-3 with no money if you're G2. Like, if you were going to go for that, you needed to have, like, a real reason to be enticed in for that round. And so, yeah, you take all these players down, you ruin Team Liquid's like longevity of their economy,
Yeah.
but you also don't have any money yourself up against 13.
Oh, it's a mess, because usually to make that worthwhile, right? Like, obviously, it's a great attempt for Nexa, but to make that worthwhile, you need to win the follow-up round, right? You need to push Liquid to 0, to nothing, to nil. And as you said, you don't have the money to justify that. You don't have the money to throw everything at it. And so really, what is the right call despite the damage is to full eco, to play around the saved AWP, and to buy back again in round number 29. Harry, you prophesized overtime. I wouldn't say we're far from that eventuality. And Stewie, I mean, that's why you see players drop smokes immediately on the mollies. They don't wait, they don't reconsider. Obviously, he thinks it stops spreading because he's not dead after 6 seconds. And in the final 7th second, when the molly does the most damage of all, it comes out and it catches you when you least expect it. There's the AWP in pole position. If G2 want to win a round out of nowhere with nothing, it has to be all by Amanek. That's a start.
Yeah, knowing that he's going to have to be like quick off the mark, right? There's no second guessing. There's no guessing wrong here. You have to be in the right place at the right time if you're Amanek. And so he's trying to keep himself mobile, trying to keep Team Liquid guessing as to where this AWP is currently situated on the map. He's going to take this top banana control away. Now, I wonder if they decide to rotate the AWP back to A, or if maybe they send the 2 pistols off of this. Regardless, some kind of rotation needs to come in. It's not this B bomb site. You've got banana control. And now you're spotting the players in apartments. It's going to dawn on G2 that this is the A bomb site getting stripped away from them, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, it's about saving now. You don't want to lose that AWP for nothing, right? So Amanek needs to get out of dodge. They grab a gun, right? Gifted over from that mid pick earlier on. But I mean, even then, you know, Nico could go for something here, because while this Galil gives you more utility, that means you have to play Galil on round 29 over an M4 that he could afford. It's not a pretty picture. But actually, I say that Hunt has $700, so this save does need to come through. Dear, oh dear. Liquid. That's a scary call to make. But they do it perfectly, right? They read into the fact that Amanek knows he needs to stay mobile. They go back to A, despite that's where they saw the AWP in the first place. And maybe some guns to get out of the exit. Here for Liquid, there's no reason to hunt, right? Respect your opponent. You need your money more than you need theirs out of it. And it's not like they're saving much anyway, other than the AWP, which was never near the bomb site. So good call from Liquid. They keep this game going. 29 rounds deep, 3 maps deep. And an entire group stage, all for nothing if you fall at this point. G2 have been waiting weeks to get back into this game. And are they going to long it out? The full distance, the full 30. And find themselves in round 2.
Once again, a triple B hold for G2 early on. Utility exchanged, but all of it is really geared around this flashbang that Nexa is lined up here. Liquid aren't taking banana. They actually give it up. It might just come back into another one of these A plays, and the utility has kept these 3 players posted for G2. Normally, when Nico's got this information, G2 have been slow to react. They need to be a little bit faster here if they do want to have more bodies at this A site. In the event an A play comes in, out into top middle, spill Liquid. They're now calling for rotations. You can see Nico moving back through Speedway. Liquid haven't decided on A yet. They're not committed.
Oh my.
And Nico feels this as well. It's all getting awkward. The longer a silence that Liquid leave, the more G2 are doubting that this is an A play. And so they keep the triple B stack. They keep 3 players over towards the B site. And now Liquid, with 30 seconds, start to take top middle and set up to move into A. Amanek lining up this flash. They've slipped the net.
No.
They're into CT. The AWP's now dead. But look at this. Liquid are wrapping the B site with so little time and with so many players here. This could still go wrong. This could still get messy. Hunter waiting at tree. Oh, they don't check for him. They didn't check. And he's dropped the bomb out in the open for Grim. There's just no time. G2 up onto 15. They bypass the A site. They go into the Lion's Den at B. And it all comes up in favor of G2.
Wow, what a call to keep the triple setup there. Like you said, like the more hesitation, the more delay. And even though that looked perfect for an A play for Liquid, with the moto smoke down, they're not going through it. They killed Amanek. They killed 50% of the B players, or the A players rather. And they still go right into that B site, right into the trap laid and set by G2, who have fought tooth and nail to get here. FPS bug, round 30, not what anyone wants. And so we'll be waiting for that to get resolved. But my goodness, this is the last point in time, the last point in the match. Anyone wants to take a technical timeout, tense as it can get. An overtime or bust for Liquid. G2 instead looking to just blow them out of this series. They've had a great recovery. Keep in mind, this half 10-5 in favor of Liquid after their CT side. G2 win pistol, 6 out of 6 as you say. And the full comeback to close it here.
Oh, and even though tech pauses, right, always aggravating. No one likes them. But at a time like this, maybe you kind of relish in a chance to compose, right? A chance to calm down, especially if you're on the G2 side. If you're Liquid, you need to come out of this pause raring to go. Right? You've got to compete for an overtime now in a game where you were 10-5 up. Not like you were going to run away with it. You could feel the victory. It was that close. But maybe just out of reach. We got everyone back in the server. It's all been reloaded. Looking good to go on this end. And so for Liquid, is this the end? Is it another one of these games where we look at it and we say, man, Liquid, they had that in the palm of their hands, and then that fabled Liquid choke, comes out, rears its head at the worst possible moment? Or is this where they dig deeper than ever before, and with a mishmash buy, come in and take us to an overtime that we're all going to be talking about for some time to come? Let's witness this.
Because the crazy thing is, for Liquid, I mean, throughout this Pro League group, it's been close wins. It's been just getting it over the line. It's been the opposite. The history that follows this team and this organization, it's been sweaty games that they do take. And this could be quite the opposite. Or it could be the start of something in overtime. They've got to get there, though. 3 guns. G2 absolutely foaming at the mouth to find this final round. Number 30. Number 16, and 3 maps deep to do it. My goodness, Stewie, careful. He's going to run through the smoke if it spreads, but it will not this time around. He lives to tell the tale.
Yeah, Nico and Stewie have their fair share of history of third map Infernos. This time G2 are just looking to put it to bed right now. Utility up into top mid. This time G2 with 3 players in the A bomb site. So often they've been running triple B early, and this time something has told them that's not the play to make.
Ooh, bait and switch along. Smoke's fading. Amanek with the orb. Here for some big shots. Hunter helps out. He swings wide. Oh, they're getting chewed up. G2, 2 kills to their name. Molly comes down, but Hunter, he's the Firewalker.
How is he surviving this? He's still in the cubby. They might not be ready for it. They still look aware. They're holding on. They do get Hunter out of that position. Amanek waiting in the graveyard, hiding himself away, while Jax is in the pit, lighting them up on the other side. Nafly left in another clutch. This time 3 to beat at 8 HP. Surely undoable. The shots from the AWP just keeping him interested.
Okay.
We'll get away with that first. Tapping the bomb, waiting for a peek that never arrives. Not till it's too late. Just not enough time in the round for Naf. Try as he might, that's the game. G2 lock it in. 2-1 over Liquid. The G2 train picking up steam, but it's the end of the line for Team Liquid.